Hey, what's going on, people? Sorry for the absence of videos. I've been busy as usual. But I'm going to go ahead and do this Q&A video. I'm going to try to get through as many questions as possible. And I really haven't decided if I want to, make these short videos, answer, a few questions, or make them really long, so, where I answer more questions. So let me know, how you would rather prefer these videos be. Would you rather them be long, with a lot of questions answered, or, short and sweet, stuff like that. But I guess I'll go ahead and make this first one pretty long. Try to get through a lot of these questions. First question I see here, I'm going to read. Who do you think would win in a fight, Iron Man or Samus? Yeah, you guys already know the answer to that. I mean, come on, man. If you put Iron Man and Metroid at the end, do you really think he would survive all that? Nah. I mean, Iron Man, he's cool and all, but Samus' suit is just, way more advanced. I mean, the Metroid universe is a million years in the future, compared to modern day, so... let's see. Shokio, can you dedicate a video to your theories on Nintendo's new IP, Pandora's Tower? Oh yeah, I thought about doing that. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to wait till, I might do one before E3. I'm going to do one before E3, but I'm definitely, going to do one after E3, where hopefully Nintendo will talk about some more, show a trailer and some footage, and stuff like that. What is my most anticipated game of 2011? Oh man, that's hard. That is a really hard. Let's see. Most anticipated game. I think my most anticipated game is actually going to be Pikmin 3, which I am pretty sure is going to. It hasn't been announced, like really, but back in 2008, Miyamoto said that they're working on Pikmin 3. So it should release this year. If it does, that's definitely gonna be my most anticipated game because I've really missed the Pikmin series over these years. But if I have to say one that's actually been announced, man, there's like a lot of crap that's been announced for 2011. Like I really can't decide. Like there's just so much stuff being released in 2011. It's not Skyward Sword. I mean, I like Zelda, but I don't necessarily consider myself a Zelda fan. I buy Zelda games, I play them, I beat them, but I don't consider myself a Zelda fan. So it's not Skyward Sword, but really like all those awesome multiplats. This year, I'm kind of more excited for the multiplats that are coming out than the exclusives. Let's just leave it at that. What is your view on looking like Will Smith? I guess I kind of see it. I mean, like, I don't think I look like him, but I can understand where you people are getting at when you say I look like him. But, I really don't think, just, whoa, I look like Will Smith. Nah. But, I mean, I see what you're saying, but, I don't think I look that much like him. Are you getting Mortal Kombat 2011? Yes, I am. For what version? PS3. Yeah, PS3, of course, because my 360 is still not working. What is your favorite character in the franchise? Nigga Dick Jax. Any of you who get that reference, you deserve $1,000. But yeah, I use Jax. Only use Jax. I really don't use anybody else. Can't wait to get Mortal Kombat. That's probably my most anticipated 2011 game, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. I got a MK2 on my computer here. I play it all the time on my Genesis emulator. Awesome game. This guy has a few questions. The Mike Man 63. What is your worst movie you ever watched? Transmorphers. And for any of you who are subscribed to BBC, you probably know what that movie is. It's an asylum movie, which is basically a movie company that's dedicated to making ripoffs of popular, movie titles. Like their I Am Legend ripoff was called I Am Omega. It's like that. And then When a Stranger Calls, their ripoff was called When a Murderer Calls, or When a Killer Calls, or something like that. That movie was pretty terrible. But another bad movie, but it's not a bad movie. It's one of those movies that was bad. It was so bad to where it was, funny. So depending on how you see that as, but this is one movie called Bone Eater. It's about this like evil spirit, skeleton monster in the desert who going around, killing people and stuff and taking their bones, something like that. I forget. I watched it a long time ago, but that movie was pretty hilarious. Like it was that bad. The CG was terrible. Oh no, Tremor. Is it Tremor or Tremors? It's a movie about giant killer worms and stuff. Those movies are terrible too. Some really bad movies. Oh, and by the way, if you guys see that big old scratch on my neck, don't ask about it. Don't ask about it. But yeah, I'm alright. It doesn't hurt. Have you cried at certain parts of Shell of the Colossus? Now, this might actually come off as a big surprise to you guys, but I actually have not played Shell of the Colossus. I haven't. Like, I'm going to be honest. I have not played that game. I heard it's like one of the best games of last generation. I heard it's awesome. But I honestly have never played that game. I plan to, though. Plan to. Zangoose has a couple questions here. What's my opinion on the Metal Gear Solid series? I think Metal Gear is in the top 10 best franchises in history. You know, hands down. Awesome franchise. What games are you going to give to 3DS? I'm going to give both the Resident Evil games, Kid Icarus Uprising. Of course, I'm going to get that new Mario game, the Mario Kart. I might. I'm going to get that, what is it? Is it Tales of the Abyss? Is that the one that Namco is putting on there? Yeah, I'm going to get Tales of the Abyss because I never played that on the PS2, and I'm a huge Tales of fan, so I'm going to get that. So yeah, those are the games I'm most, excited to get. I also heard that High Voltage is making a Conduit 3DS game, so I'll be getting that too. What PS3 exclusive games are you looking to get? Infamous 2. I love the first Infamous because, I'm like really not a big fan of open world games. But Infamous brought something so unique and, new to the table. It was just, I just like, it was fresh, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really looking forward to Infamous 2, but I hate the way the new Cole looks. The way he sounds, because they changed his look back, his face to the old Cole, they still have the gay ass voice, so it still really doesn't work out. That's the only thing I don't like about Infamous 2. Shokio, I asked you all last gen to start making videos on handheld wars. Your recent videos have thus excited me. Are you making more commentary on the handheld wars, and are you getting a 3DS? Yeah, I'm getting a 3DS, but I don't think I'll be getting one immediately because, as you guys know, I'm broke, still ain't got a job. So, yeah, I'm definitely, as of right now, I don't see myself getting a 3DS on launch, which really sucks. But hopefully, I'm going to try to scrape up some money, get a 3DS this month. Do you believe Nintendo should adapt from the other consoles and do HD graphics to get online? Yeah, although Nintendo with the 3DS, and the Wii, although they're weaker than, the competing systems, Nintendo has never been, behind, the last gen, you see what I'm saying? Although the Wii isn't, leaps and bounds more powerful than the original Xbox, it still has way more features, you know what I'm saying? You go on the internet, you got a friends list, you got a bunch of media playback, stuff like that. So, of course, Nintendo pretty much did confirm they're going to have HD graphics. And, even with the 3DSs online, Nintendo has been getting serious. And here's the thing about Nintendo is, like, they admit when they're effing up. Like, Iwata, he said in his GDC speech, he was like, we haven't done a good job with the online. We haven't done a good job with the virtual console. So Nintendo, they're really starting to get serious about the online. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the Wii 2. What is their favorite third-party Wii game? No More Heroes. He said, what's my favorite third-party Wii game and why? No More Heroes. Do I have to really explain why? I mean, the humor, the action, the characters. No More Heroes. No More Heroes, that's one of those games that's just, a definition. The definition of a video game. You know what I mean? Games like No More Heroes and Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead. Games that don't take themselves seriously. Games that are just made for pure fun, I love those kind of games. I love Left 4 Dead. I love, but No More Heroes, that's my favorite third-party Wii game. Let's see, what old franchise do you want to see make a comeback? Star Fox. Star Fox and F-Zero. Now, depending on, your views, and they might not be old because, new games were released last generation. But, we haven't had a console Star Fox and F-Zero for a long time, so hopefully those come back. But if you're talking about retro, like, from back in the day, I would love, a new HD Crash Bandicoot, like a real Naughty Dog, Crash Bandicoot game. Like, I would really love that. I would really, and Power Stone. I would love to see Power Stone come back too. Power Stone, that was a really good game. Do you think that the Wii will have a good 2011? Oh yeah, I think it will, but not as good as 2010. But we'll just see. We'll see at E3 2011. They don't have as many titles announced as they did last year, but we'll see. But as of right now, I don't think it will. But it does have Zelda. You know, it does have Kirby. It has Conduit 2. You know, it has Pandora's Tower, which is a new IP, and hopefully they localize Last Story. If they localize the Last Story and Xenoblade, then yeah, I do think the Wii will have 2011 that was just good as 2010. What was the first video game I ever played? No, I think the first video game I played was Genome, which was this like really old PC game. For my old subscribers, you guys have seen me talk about this game before. It was like a mech game on the PC. It was pretty fun. It was pretty robust too, and had multiplayer and everything. Check the time of this video. Okay, I'm at 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Let's keep going. What's your favorite N64 title and why? Ooh, that's a hard question. Well, I'll have to say, the original Smash Bros. Because, that I played, that game got the most playtime, for me, N64. But Banjo-Kazooie 2, I loved the hell out of that game, especially the mini-games. The mini-games were just, mini-games were off the chain, man, for real. The mini-games were awesome. What the heck? Okay, never mind. Favorite game this generation? I have to think about that because it's changed. You guys know back in 2008, I used to say Metal Gear Solid 4 was my favorite game this generation, but a lot of games have been released since then. I can't think of it right now. If I try to think about it, I'll waste a lot of time in this video, so I'll answer that question later. Where do you think the PC stands in the gaming community? I think the PC is really, relevant, completely relevant to the gaming community. I just don't think that, when it comes to the console war, it should be brought up that much unless you're saying, like, what's the point about bragging, about 360 multiplex being superior when, the PC is the one who's superior above them all, stuff like that. But, it's a console war and the PC isn't necessarily considered a console. But, I do think if you guys are just talking about, just video game war in general, then yeah, the PC is like really relevant. But, console wars between Wii, PS3, 360, yada, yada, yada. But, like I said, PC gaming is the best, the way I see it. It kicks the crap out of console gaming, hands down. What's my favorite live-action anime or worst live-action anime adaptation? That Sailor Moon live-action movie was terrible. That was terrible. I missed that Gantz movie, man. There was a theater nearby in Arlington that showed that Gantz live-action movie, but I freaking missed that. I wish I saw it. I wish I saw it. Let's see. What are the best and worst movies you've ever seen? Best movie. I love Blood Diamond. That was one of my favorite movies. District 9. I like the recently released True Grit remake. That was a really good movie. The worst movie, like I said, all those asylum movies. Bug. Those who subscribe to BBC, you know all about Bug. Let's see, more bad movies. What was that one movie I just watched the other night? Oh, what movie was that? It was pretty dang terrible. Oh, and those some of those sci-fi originals are pretty bad too. Let's see. More questions. Why don't you apply for a partner? I have, and I recently did it like last month, and then I got an email saying I have to prove that everything on my channel is my content, stuff like that. But I really don't know how to go about doing that. So I mean, I'm not in a rush to become a partner though. Like it really doesn't matter to me either way. I'm sure it'll be nice, the perks are nice, but I can live without it. Dreamcast or N64? Can't choose. Can't choose. Both. Conduit 2, yeah, I'll make a video on that. Do you like the Metal Gear series? Yes. What's the worst game you ever played? What was that game? I think it was called Drake. Back on the original Xbox. It was called Drake. That was the worst game I've ever played in my life. But I'm going to have to wrap up this video because I'm running out of time. Sorry if I didn't get to your questions. Again, if you want me to answer your questions in the next Q&A video, post them down in the comment sections and hopefully I'll get to them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.